Hey, hey, happy new year. So good to see all of you. We are in 2022. Can you believe it? Wow. This year has went by so fast. But I hope that most of your goals have been met, if not all of them. I hope you have planned for this year. And one of those things I want you to plan for is self-care. I'm your host, Melita the therapist, and this is Spilling the Tea in Therapy. So we'll have a little tea. Let me take a sip. That was good. So we're gonna have a little tea and spill a little tea about how to take care of yourself. We're also going to talk about a lot of different things when it comes to mental health. I'm a licensed mental health therapist, and so I want to make sure that you have the best care possible. With this, I'm saying that I want you to have the best care possible. So let's get started. First of all, a lot of our segments this month will center around self-care. This is the month everybody launches their healthcare plan. They want to make sure that they're in tip-top shape, and me too. But we forget about our mental health. What about our mental stability? What about our mental health to keep us going and growing? That is what we're going to focus on today, because a lot of people don't until something goes wrong. And that's not when we want to address it. We want to address it early, be proactive, preventive. So pre means before. So that's what we're going to do. Today, I'm going to focus on self-care right from the first chapter of my book, which is Living Fulfilled. I am so excited about this book, not just because I'm the author. Well, yeah, toot my own horn a little bit, toot toot. But because I know that it will help so many people, and it already has. I've had a lady that she was treating her real life goal as a hobby, just on the side, feeling unfulfilled in her job. And she read this book, especially the chapter that says, "Get out of my head." And now she's working herself out of her full-time job, because now she's doing what fulfills her. Her mood is happier, everything. So, child, this is for you. You can order this book from my website. Very easy to remember, which is melitathetherapist.com. That's MELITA, thetherapist.com. Get your copy today, girl. So what we're going to do is focus on chapter 1, which talks about self-care. Now, when we think of self-care, we automatically think of spa. We think of beauty regimens, and I do too. And that's all included. I think that's wonderful. So if you got a spa regimen you do once a month, keep it going because it's helping. But most people don't think there's a deeper level of self-care that I think enhances, your spa treatments, your pedicures, your manicures, that we don't really focus on as much. In my book, I use a lot of analogies, and one of the analogies that I use the most in my first chapter of self-care is, hey, when we fly, they go over the same instructions. They don't care if you've been flying, this was your first flight or this is your 100th flight. They are going to give those instructions. Those flight attendants are going to be up there and show you the oxygen mask. They're going to show you the floaty vest. They're going to still do it, and they don't care. Well, if you like me, I'm a little guilty of tuning them out a little bit because I've flown so much. But, I recently tuned back in because it's important what they're saying. Because when an emergency happens, now we're panicking. And that's what we do with our emotional self-care. We panic. Something happens. Something didn't go our way, and now it's hitting us hard. And we're like, what do we do? Because we hadn't paid attention. So I also say, and get to the part where it talks about the oxygen mask and how you're supposed to secure your mask first before you secure your neighbors, even if it's your child. even if it's your parent. They want you to secure first. Why? Because you cannot help anyone else unless you've been helped. I'm going to say that again. You cannot help anyone else unless you have helped yourself. How are you going to help someone travel down a road you've never been? I'm going to sip on that. You can't. You can't. So don't try. So you have to take care of yourself. Because really, when you take care of yourself, it is helping other people. It's helping them get a better version of you. Who wants Crabby Abby? No one. Not even yourself. So look at self-care a lot differently this year. Look at it, I'm helping my family by taking care of myself. Because when I feel good and look good, I'm going to treat you good. There's more grace to go around. There's more acceptance to go around when I feel good. So I am helping other people when I take care of myself. So I want you to remember that. Never ever think self-care is optional. Listen, sis, self-care is not optional. Stop treating it like that. You sacrifice and you sacrifice. And then what are you doing? You're pouring out of your bitterness and unhealthiness instead of your wellness. Listen closely. You sacrifice and sacrifice, and you pouring out of bitterness and resentment and not in wellness. You're giving people the worst of you instead of the best of you. So it is important. Not only for the pedicures and all of those things, I do those things as well, but I also reflect. I also think. I also journalize. I also ask myself quizzitive questions that I use the week to answer and let the answer come to me. And it does because I look for it. So I know you've heard about meditation. That's a big thing. And some people are like, yeah. No, it's a real thing, sis. It is a real thing. And people may not tell you, but I'm going to tell you. This is one of the top secrets for people's success. They don't tell you that they just meditated and got that answer. And now they out here selling #1 bestseller book. They makeup going to the top. But they don't tell you how they got there. And one of them is self-care regimens, deeper second level regimens. And this year, I want you to make it your mission to do that this year. You want to know more about how to do that? Guess what? Get the book. You're worth the investment. And this book is going to do a lot more for you this year than other things have, than that pedicure will. Okay? So I want you to take good care of yourself, and I appreciate you for joining me on my channel. I'm so excited to be talking about this on a weekly basis. So tune in, like, and subscribe. And don't forget your tea. All right. I will see you soon. And I look forward to hearing your comments. I look forward to hearing your testimonies. Please email me at melittathetherapist@gmail.com. I would love to hear from you. And if you like this segment, I need you to share it. I need you to let people know, hey, this is what I'm tuning into. So like, subscribe, and share. All right. Bye-bye for now.